Hello, welcome. I am Sandeep Kumar from Chemical Department and this is my ELP project in which I will be explaining you the working of radio. So the contents we will be discussing in this video in PPT will be working at radio stations, what happens inside a radio, a series LRC circuit, what happens at resonance and what is quality factor. So what happens at radio stations? At radio stations, the audio waves are modified using a modulator to prevent the interference of different waves. These modulated waves are too weak for long distance transmission, so these are often amplified using an amplifier and strengthened to make them suitable for long distance transmission. The modulated and amplified waves are now suitable for transmission and are transmitted using an antenna or transmitter as shown in the diagram. So each radio station is identified by its own frequency range, so we can tune into that frequency range to hear the sound giving out by that radio station. So what happens inside a radio? The radio waves emitted from the transmitter at radio stations will be received at the radio's end, and our radio will be having an LRC circuit which will help us to tune into that particular station, which we will see in the next slides. So the radio waves received are demodulated using a demodulator, and the waves we are having here will be in form of electric and magnetic field, are then converted into sound waves using a speaker as shown in the diagram. So what is a series LRC circuit and what is its use in a radio? So a radio has a resonant circuit which has three components: resistance, capacitance and inductance, connected across a alternating current source. So what happens here is that these LRC circuit at resonance have some frequency which is used in determining the quality factor of the radio, which determines the quality of sound which we will hear. So what is a resonance phenomenon and what happens at resonance condition? So resonance is a condition where the current through the AC circuit is maximum. As we can see in phasor, what happens at resonance is the voltage across inductor and capacitor becomes equal, which implies the resistance of both will become equal, which will give us the formula of resonance frequency, which is 1 upon root LC. So what is this resonance frequency? We will see in the next slide. This helps us in determining the quality factor of a radio. So what is quality factor? Quality factor is a measure of how precisely a radio can tune into a particular channel. As there are many radio stations available out there, so there will be many corresponding radio frequencies there. So we have to precisely catch a particular frequency without other stations interfering in it. So we need a good quality factor. Quality factor depends on resistance, inductance and capacitance inside the circuit used inside radio. So finally, what quality factor is? The more the quality factor is, the better will be the quality of the sound, and the quality factor formula can be seen on the screen. Also, we can plot a graph between response and frequency, which help us determining the quality of a radio. As the peak becomes more sharp, the quality factor becomes more good. So that's all from my end. Thank you.